Did you know that during the First Palestinian Intifada, over 1,000 Palestinians lost their lives in just a few short years? This shocking statistic highlights the brutal significance of one of the most pivotal uprisings in modern Middle Eastern history. In this video, we explore the complex and tumultuous history of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, focusing on the First Palestinian Intifada. And if you enjoy this video, don't forget to show your support. So, without further ado, let's delve into the heart of the matter. To do this, let's rewind to 1948, when Israel declared its independence, an event that has had profound implications for both Israelis and Palestinians alike. By the 1960s, the West Bank, including East Jerusalem and the Gaza Strip, came under Israeli military control. The seeds of the uprising were sown in the everyday realities of Palestinian life under occupation. The harsh living conditions, limited access to resources, and the constant threat of violence created a powder keg just waiting for a spark to ignite it. This territorial expansion was a result of the Six-Day War in 1967. Under Israeli occupation, Palestinians faced severe restrictions on their civil liberties, movement, and economic opportunities. Decades of pent-up anger over land confiscation, restrictions on movement, and the overall quality of life under occupation found an outlet. The chants and slogans went beyond mourning the dead. They became a chorus of demands for freedom, self-determination, and an end to the occupation. The Intifada wasn't a singular event, but a series of interconnected events that shaped the course of Palestinian history. One of the pivotal aspects of the Intifada was the role of civil disobedience. Global leaders, activists, and organizations voiced their support for the Palestinian cause, adding pressure on Israel to address the grievances that had sparked the uprising. It was a time when the world took notice, and the Palestinian struggle moved from the sidelines to the forefront of the global stage. Palestinians employed various nonviolent tactics to resist the occupation, including mass strikes, boycotts, and non-cooperation with Israeli authorities. Thousands of Palestinians lost their lives, and many more were injured or imprisoned. It brought the Palestinian cause to the forefront of international attention, leading to diplomatic efforts aimed at resolving the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The uprising also played a crucial role in galvanizing Palestinian political organizations, uniting them around the goal of independence. Leave a comment below sharing your perspective on its impact. And do you forget to check out our next video where we dive deeper into the aftermath. Stay curious, stay engaged, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep exploring the past to better understand our ever-evolving world. And the Oslo Accords, an essential part of this ongoing conflict. Subscribe and stay informed. It laid the groundwork for the Oslo Accords in the early 1990s, marking a shift from direct confrontation to a more diplomatic approach. The physical toll on individuals, families, and communities was profound. However, the sacrifices made during this period are remembered as a defining moment in the Palestinian struggle. Despite the challenges and setbacks, Palestinians continued to stand firm in their pursuit of freedom and self-determination. The uprising not only had immediate impacts, but also far-reaching consequences that continue to shape the region today. It was a testament to the human spirit's capacity for resilience and resistance in the face of oppression. The uprising not only shaped the course of Palestinian history, but also left an indelible mark on the global consciousness, reminding us of the power of the human spirit in the pursuit of freedom and self-determination. These acts of defiance demonstrated the collective power of the Palestinian people and sent a clear message about their demand for change. It was a testament to the resilience, courage, and unwavering spirit of the Palestinian people in the face of adversity. The uprising not only shook the foundations of the status quo, but also served as a catalyst for change on a global scale. It wasn't just about throwing stones, it was about sending a message heard around the world. The international community watched as the situation unfolded, and the Palestinian uprising quickly became a flashpoint of global attention. An Israeli truck collided with a Palestinian car in the Jabalia refugee camp, killing 4 Palestinians. The steadfastness, bravery, and unity shown by Palestinians in the face of adversity became a testament to their resilience. It wasn't just about protesting, it was about reclaiming their voices and demanding agency over their lives. What followed was not just a local tragedy, but a catalyst for a massive uprising. This incident tapped into the deep reservoir of anger and frustration that had been building among Palestinians for years. Clashes with Israeli forces escalated, leading to injuries and loss of life on both sides. The iconic images of Palestinians hurling stones at Israeli tanks and soldiers became a powerful symbol of the struggle against occupation. This period witnessed a surge in violence and unrest, making headlines around the globe. The international community grappled with the unfolding situation as the death toll rose and the intensity of the conflict escalated. The world looked on as Palestinians bravely confronted the heavily armed Israeli forces. It became the trigger that set off a wave of protests that would come to be known as the First Palestinian Intifada. The introduction of the Israeli military into Palestinian territories led to increased tensions and a growing sense of frustration among the Palestinian population. Curfews, checkpoints, and the confiscation of land for Israeli settlements became commonplace, fostering an environment of discontent that would eventually boil over. This moment marked the beginning of the Arab-Israeli conflict and is a critical point of reference for understanding the root causes of the Palestinian uprising. The establishment of Israel led to the displacement of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians, creating a refugee crisis that continues to resonate today. Many Palestinians fled or were forced to leave their homes, becoming refugees in neighboring Arab countries. What started as a funeral procession quickly evolved into a full-scale demonstration against Israeli occupation. This marked the beginning of the end for the status quo. The accident became a focal point, symbolizing the larger issues of Palestinian dispossession and subjugation under Israeli rule. This mass exodus not only left a deep emotional and psychological scar, but also created a significant political issue that has been central to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict ever since. This was a grassroots uprising against Israeli occupation that lasted from 1987 to 1993, marking a turning point in the Palestinian struggle for self-determination. Let's break down what led to this momentous event in the broader context of Palestinian history. But what led to this moment? Let's dive into the history of the Palestinian uprising and uncover its roots. Welcome back to our channel, dedicated to bringing you the craziest and most impactful stories from around the world. Before we get into it, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our thought-provoking content. In order to truly understand the Palestinian uprising, it's crucial to first grasp the socio-political landscape that served as its backdrop. Fast forward to the following decades, and the situation had not improved. The Palestinian uprising did not emerge out of nowhere. It was the culmination of years of simmering discontent, oppression, and the denial of basic human rights. And then it happened. On December 9, 1987, a seemingly routine traffic accident transformed into a watershed moment. The initial reactions were swift and intense. Palestinians took to the streets in large numbers, united in their grief and anger over the fatal accident. As the protests gained momentum, the grievances went beyond the immediate circumstances of the accident. At the heart of the uprising were the ordinary people, the backbone of any society. But how did this uprising evolve, and what were its key moments? However, as the uprising intensified, the tactics employed by Palestinians became increasingly confrontational. Amidst the turmoil, there were moments of international solidarity. Throughout this tumultuous period, the spirit of unity and resilience remained unbroken. The First Palestinian Intifada stands as a pivotal moment in the Palestinian struggle for independence and self-determination. It's important to acknowledge the immense human cost of the uprising. While the Intifada didn't achieve all of its immediate objectives, it had a lasting impact on the trajectory of the conflict. In conclusion, the First Palestinian Intifada was a defining chapter in the Palestinian struggle. Now that you've learned about the roots of the First Palestinian Intifada, we'd love to hear your thoughts on the uprising. Thanks for joining us on this journey through history. If you enjoyed this video, show your support and let us know what historical event you'd like us to cover next.